everyone, and welcome back. Today we're going to be playing a list that Ash Sizzle made. This is the Abzan bounce deck using Squall. I don't know if that's exactly how you say it, but it's what it looks like it pronounced that. But the main two cards in this deck will be Squall and then the Road Watcher. Both cards saying whenever a creature you control attacks alone, it gains double strike. This is Squall, of course. But whenever Squall deals combat damage to a player, return target permanent card with mana value 3 or less from our graveyard to the battlefield. That will count every card pretty much in our deck outside of the Road Watcher, and that also includes lands. And Road Watcher says whenever this enters, we mill over cards, and then a creature with mana value 3 or less can be brought back for free. Everything else is in here to make our opponent discard, get value on ETBs, or bounce stuff back to our hand. So with that said, let's go ahead and game. Oh, going first. Our hand's a bit whack. No green, but a Lily on 3 while being on the play is fine. Nah, we don't need that right now. Literally nothing to go with it, so like why have it, right? Alright, well, I now can play this if I want. On a red or... Okay. Okay. Have to isolate their hand, take their best card. 3-0, 3-0, 2-0, equipment for 3. So, what? It's 5. So it starts at what? 1. So they're going to go. I mean, it's this one, I guess. I'll just let them kill me. I don't know. But it's going to be 5, 10. Okay. Yeah, sure, dude. I don't know. They shouldn't invest a wild run if they don't have to, but... Oh, I mean, I guess that's... Yeah, it's whatever. These are actually +4. I might have messed those up, but... Yeah. Uh-huh. Sure. Sure. Oh boy. Let's Lily.
No more distractions.
Here minus. I do think playing Tiny Bones and losing one here is actually good enough. Whenever a creature controlled attacks, it gains double strike on a turn. Whenever this deals damage, return target permanent with mana value 3 or less. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I'm good. No slick shot, smile. Anything else we can deal with? Steel Courtyard here. You could argue we keep it there, but... You? Okay. Nice. I'll attack for 6. Felt good enough. I will say one flyer will do it, which is crazy. But now we can isolate all the cards in their hand.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Banish talent. Now, the thing here is this is 6 regardless, right? So we're only going to attack with Squall because it's going to double hit, and then we're going to be able to put a Pixie back in our hand. Return target permanent with mana value 3 or less from the graveyard. Honestly, it even does lands. It's just target permanent. Very cool. Very sweet. I can keep talking without recording. That'd also probably work. Yeah, so I said keep. We were going to go into momentum break to our opponent, who seems to be a reanimator deck, which is a bit tough. But hopefully we can kind of figure something out here. A Squall would be good. Lily probably going to plus. Oh, nice pickup, actually. Plus. Road Watcher gonna go against the pretty obvious reanimator deck. We're riding this Lily to the promised land right now. Tiny Bones joins up is a bit of an issue. So here's the thing. Do I even play a creature? Because if they have Bitter Triumph, that's going to put it in the graveyard for them, right? I mean, I'm plussing Lily. They'll put a creature in the graveyard regardless, right? So, like, what's it matter? Here, I guess. I don't understand what I'm even talking about. We're going to stick this and hope it's good. Oh, there's the stick. Ah! Nothing. Okay, maybe waiting to see if they have something good. You don't have nothing. There's nothing in there. We made you discard the whole game to have nothing in your graveyard. All right. Keep here. We have creatures that do something different. All these need to be in play between turn 1 and 3, so might as well not take any extra damage. Don't know what our opponent's on. Blue-white. Yeah. And blue-white aggressively too, yeah? 2. We have flash creatures, so why do anything else? We may return a permanent we control. Flash in a little bird. Decline. We don't want to return anything. Combat. We're in. Here. I should have played the land first maybe, but it's okay. A little damage missed, but honestly probably going to be devastated when they counter this and then they just temp lock down my board, which will obviously suck, but not a whole lot we can do about that. Yep. Are we surprised? Absolutely not. Have creatures just to flash in now, so we'll see what's up. Really need a hand disruption part of our deck, but will we get there? The world may never know. A decline, because if we rip another land, obviously we don't want to do that. Yeah. Here's 3. Should technically be at 10, but that's okay. Will they try to remove it? No. Okay. That's the thing about what our hand is, though, is we do get to play kind of at instant speed against them. And they have to worry about that the whole time. Mint 0. Tiny Bones is not actually that bad. I don't know if I'm going to play it, though. I probably should. Alright. I think I'm going to play this and then flash into Kieran. And then maybe pick up the Tiny Bones back up on end step. We have 3 mana to pay for a No More Lies. They just hard negate that. Okay. Sure. In turn. The hard part about No More Lies exiling this is we don't have it to get back with our Road Watcher here. Opponent in kind of a tough spot, playing against a flash deck. Hardest decks for control to really keep under their thumb because you just keep interacting. There's an Ultima that's going to end the turn, so that does keep us from interacting pretty well, obviously. So, do we go Squall or do we go Road Watcher? It's probably just Squall, right? Just like the better 1-for-1 type thing. Ultima just immediately end the turn. Also, Squall like gets really close to threatening lethal here. Technically, it does, because whenever it attacks, double strike, double hit, we would be able to bring back this Tiny Bones. What's up, opponent? Took you that long to figure out to get lost my creature. Okay. I mean, like, feels pretty obvious of a play. We're just gonna keep jamming here. Give me your counter spell, brother. Could just be a demo field that they're holding up. None of these really matter. One of these entered on tap, I might pick them up because we obviously have a landfall trigger that we could get like later on. But these all enter tapped, and I'd much rather have the availability to play this. A lot of lands hit for our opponent here. 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 Remember that these become 2/3, so we want to make sure our dude is big enough. Sure. Yeah. Lethal enough. Obviously, they have blocks. It could get lost something else as well. A flanker could also come in, I guess. I think I'm just going to get my creature back while I can. Kind of counter that a bit. Honestly, this is a card in my brain that's like already rotated, so I actually don't even like think about it. I mean, clearly we're going to keep this one. We will, because obviously all they have is temp lockdown. We're just gonna pick, I guess we just pick Sissel back up, right? Like, why give them that value? Now they can still bring up the land and block. They do not. Okay. I'm gonna force them to temp lockdown here. Yep. I should have just threw that in the graveyard, I guess, because I could do this. I just can't believe. Maybe they'll shuffle it away for me. It doesn't matter. Looks like the plan. Sure. Sure. Grab a white source, I suppose. What do we got now, opponent? Landfall? Sure. Land Fountain Port's actually good. Honestly, arguably the best draw. Because now it's like they'll take 2 on this upkeep and they make 1 here. Sure. They still, I would say, they're not making a token anytime soon. And now if we can just ever bring back a Tiny Bones, it immediately wins. Sure. It takes the Bandit's talent. It takes all the creatures back. Actually, it doesn't even work, right? Because I get to return the Bandit's talent back to my hand. Yeah, never mind. They don't have it. They don't have a choice. Now that we think about it, because can I look at the battlefield? Because we have 2 ways. When these enter, they're gonna pick this Bandit talent back up, and then they have no option, right? So never mind. We get it regardless. Unless they sack, draw, make a yeah, they just can't. There's no way. Yeah, I guess. We want to talk about a hand destroyer. We rip a white source here. It's probably just over for the most part. It's going to be a good place for Squall to maybe get through. Tiny Bones targets. Now, our opponent being on the draw does help them a little, weirdly enough. Like, this is one of those hands where weirdly on the play we almost want to be. But Wild Run, we've already seen something similar. What? All right. All right. What? Man, mono red down bad, huh? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, sure. Pick it back up. It's suspected, so I can't even block it. But if I die for doing this, then so be it, dude. I don't know. You know what I mean? Because I believe this creature can't block. Suspected. It has menace and cannot block. Yeah. I know that because of skeletons randomly, but alright, they finally discard. This creature doesn't untap during your untap step. At the beginning of each end step, if a creature dies, turn and tap. Okay. Oh, Picnic Ruiner. Nice. Making that the suspect is a good idea. I would agree. But now I think like the plan is just to slam their hand and kind of make it where this can't kill me. Like, should I not just well, in Menace I have like blocks, right? So should I not just play Tiny Bones, Pixie, Tiny Bones? Yeah, most likely. I understand it's legendary. Sure. Just you. This is a weird hand. I wish I would have like more purpose removal, you know? Because right now my removal is just not that great. It's just like single targeted. Imagine if this was a hopeless nightmare, by the way. They would be down 6 life. And the double strike from this would actually matter a lot more. And there's the fling. And now we just pass. They have a wild run that they could potentially play, but the harmonize is not really there. It's 5. So they have 1, 2, and then 3. So it's not close enough. But it is closer with this. They still need a land. Furious Rage, sure. That's double strike. Just do this. We're wanting our momentum break to be good. Honestly, sure. I mean, I take 14. Not great, obviously. But, like, momentum break gets to answer that. Now they're empty-handed. And eventually, you got to think they'll draw a land, but it's mono red, so they're 11 cards deep and on 2 mana. Actually, it's 3, right? Because there's one in here. Yeah. I'm just... No way. One creature with haste. They'll have menace. Sure. Might as well pop this, I guess, and just gain a little life. I know it's not a major amount of life, but it is something. Also, putting in the graveyard makes this card better. And this does a creature. Yeah, I don't have a creature guaranteed, so I'm going to play this. Target you, I guess. Got this. And we'll pass. That's actually a sweet synergy here. At the beginning of the step, if a creature didn't enter the battlefield this turn, return to its owner's hand. Sweet. A land drop from them now. They could play a thing that gives trample, so I'm definitely going to double pixie block. Ace. Okay. Remember that this doesn't do anything for them, really. Go into this. Let's go ahead and play here. So we want to mill over. And there's a huge pickup. We'll just play this. Sure. Here. Permanent number 1. We can then what? Pixie. Permanent number 2. What to be? What to be? They have no hand, so it's like, what do we even grab? I'm gonna grab a momentum break though. And the reason I grab momentum break is so I can pop it for more life, just in case. Trample one. Do you have a way to give it haste? Or a fling? Like, that's the thing. Like, they do play this as well, so we do have to be careful of that. I am by no means guaranteed to win right now, which is awful to say. We pass. Okay. Maybe they pass. They do pass. Okay. So we played Tiny Bones to isolate this last card, so we know what it is. And because it's not lethal, I think with Squall, we still just attack with it, right? 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. But I don't have a way... Yeah. Oh. I guess I did have a way to get lethal, huh? Well, maybe. This is applying their last card to nothing. Sure. Yeah, here. No blocks. We activate this. So we can bring it back. Now our opponent has to sacrifice their only creature, which is fine. So this is going to happen. They're going to turn inside out and make another one, which is their plan, right? They just wanted to give their creature that protection. And now this will hit again. And then we can bring out a Lily. And then minus on their creature. And then we have 2 mana to pop this to gain 4 more life, going to 12. So everything is coming up kind of green for us now. And we have a massive board. We just had to be careful of a situation like that with the creature was trample. I didn't want to attack out and they like lived some way. And then all of a sudden I just get slammed on the back end, right? So we just played it a bit slower and then we went for it. All right, here we are. We're going to keep. Get to play a Surveil land on turn 1, which is pretty nice. Maybe we'll find something for Pixie to hit. I think it's a double maul from our opponent. They did the second one so fast. So any discard effect here with the backstreet's going to be incredible probably. But we'll see. Yeah, it's a double maul from them. Let's play our Surveil land. I mean, our hand doesn't require green at all right now, but it could. I feel like I'm going to throw that to the graveyard and then immediately just draw only green cards. We know how that works, but I feel like we have to be like active on the board, right? Like I have to try to find discard effects if I can. It's Delirium anyway. Okay. So we should have a good matchup, I think. Yeah. Get rid of that, which is good. Obviously good for them. Here. Pixie. Pick this up and call it a day. And now we're going to pass. We're going to pass it up. My Pixie's fine. You leave it alone. We do really need to find one untap land here, though. Our deck is very good at not doing that, but... Sure. Sure. So they won't get to play this ever. Sure. Just giving things haste is actually worse for us. And there's the non-untap land that we were talking about, but I'm perfectly okay with finding the green source. I think it's actually important to know where to run this now before they can give it protection. They might even barrel this, to be honest with you. Sure. Here, do you have a land? No? Okay. Yeah, we're definitely going to go for a Squall here. Now, Fear Missing Out can be played, but we can obviously block with the Pixie. If our Squall lives, we're in a really good spot, I think. Because we have Pixie, pick up nowhere to run, Folic thing. And if a Pixie lives, the Squall attacking will be really good. But Fear having haste here is awesome, obviously, for them. Maybe not so much for us. Whatever they untap to attack again will definitely block, which honestly is probably just going to be the fear of missing out. If they don't attack, then we have the obvious clue that maybe they don't have the best card to send in here. Patchwork Bessie. No haste on that one, though. We do have to remember Squall does have double strike here, so any creature they throw in front of us just gets slammed. Okay. We can isolate. It doesn't get... Okay. Let's play Pixie here. Let's pick up with nowhere to run. Let's attack with Squall here. Again, the double strike being relevant. They can't pump anything. It would have to triple block. And I still won't even do it. Obviously, I'll know where to run in response. Really? Interesting. Never was expecting that, to be honest with you. Let's take this last card then. I don't even trust it. Putting a Death Toucher down that I'll let go so I can bring back with Squall. Gladly do that. Give it up. Give it to me. Yeah. Kind of assumed. Like, fully assumed that that's what was coming. Oh, a good card that they milled over. Unfortunate for them. And this goes away. With that going away, they definitely should have threw it in front of the Squall. I can understand not doing it, but like, don't give me any value, right? Now this does have hit. Actually, it doesn't get haste because it exiles and re-enters, right? So, unfortunate, weird situation for them there. I guess he's just Squall attack. There's like no value to be gained here, right? Unless they give me something to do it with. I mean, I'll still take like the 6 damage, right? Answer this now. In the turn, we have a Death Toucher in front. Which, we have like a lot of creatures we're willing to just literally throw out there. We don't care. We just have to make sure we don't die to this card. Monstrous Rage not being a thing anymore means we obviously have good options. Yeah. Pretty good options. They can get a Fear or a Summon. Summon is arguably the better card of the two. Like, it's not better than Fear of Missing Out, but like on a generic, like, dead board it is for sure. Okay. Yeah, I'm like never letting this summon live. No way. Will they finally attack me? This goes away on their turn, so I'm not going to isolate it at all. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to just remove your stuff over and over again, right? And if we rip a land, we get to nowhere to run, attack out, right? Yeah, I mean, it's just not close. Very cool. All right, as you could probably imagine, this deck, I feel like being on the other side is 100% as annoying as advertised, and it's not even that close. This deck has to be arguably one of the more frustrating decks I think I could imagine playing against, being my opponent. The only cards we have to worry about here, really, I believe, are those, which we can find substitutions, because the thing is like, there's not really a substitution for Liliana, but there are for this. There's like a lot of cards that can blow up like enchantments or artifacts. Lauren's kind of the best in slot right now, even if we have to just play a spell that does it, and we're only playing one here. I mean, if you just go to the side, Terrace Hunter I think rotates. I don't believe it was printed in like Foundations or anything. And Tranquil Frillback's gone. Maelstrom Pulse can do it. Temporary Lockdown ourselves, but either way, out of everything, Liliana can obviously go. We just replace it with probably what, Banished Talent, I would guess, or maybe Momentum Breaks, or like split it double. Like we just go like this maybe if you really want to, and then Liliana's out of the equation, and then Lauren anything at random, I guess. You know what I mean? But with all that said, this deck is a pile of cards that work really well together with a main black base to it, where like kind of our primary good cards are black, and then the white are the good supporting cards, and we splash green to play some pretty strong things here while also getting access to a pretty good sideboard options overall. But with starting town, it makes it so much easier to make sure we can get all this. And honestly, out of these cards, the card that's really good is the Road Watcher. It gives us additional copies of Squall, but realistically, if you wanted to just play Orzhov, you probably could, or even just go into like Esper as a build, so you can play the Flash tracker, so you can start drawing cards, and maybe playing Fear might be better in a spot. But this having Flash and this having Flash came up quite a bit, I felt, as just like good creatures just to flash in on our opponent's end step to get value that they had to answer. So with all that said and done, I mean, I hope you all enjoy. This was Ash Chisel's list once again, so he gets the credit for this. I just saw it and I said, you know, we get Squall. I got a couple of promos of these, which is pretty awesome, along with Ultimatum. So I was like, oh, there's a deck that's actually playing it. I haven't seen it played once, and I saw where she was playing it, and this is a deck that I would, if I had to say what deck would Ash build, this is kind of in that wheelhouse, outside of probably like Mayhem Devil Sacrifice. But this just feels like a deck that she would build, and it worked really well. So with all that said and done, I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you want to see more content of it, she had the video of it. You can definitely go check that out there. But I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.